And my the title of my remarks are AI, is it hype? Is it an obstacle or is it an opportunity? And essentially, the hype people, the hype camp is very, very, very focused on the fact that it's a bubble, it's going to burst. Just like there was a dot-com bubble and in the late 1990s, the same thing's going to happen with AI. To others, it's a daunting obstacle threatening our jobs, our privacy and to others, including us here on this call. It's essentially the greatest opportunity in human history. Um, but the truth isn't found in just choosing one of these labels. It's understanding how these three things work together because there's always going to be a certain degree of hype in everything. When I know it's hard to imagine this, but when computers were first, launched into the consciousness of people, they filled up an entire room. They were massive. They were complex. Nobody could really, like ever imagine having one of those things in their house, let alone on their phone. In fact, the cell phones were, as big as a briefcase. They were in a briefcase, and if you were like lucky enough to have one mounted in your car, like it was like you could never imagine that there would be a computer or computer apps on these phones. And when the microcomputer came out in the mid 80s, was a lot of hype about it. And there was a lot of obstacles. How are you going to get people to start using them? And, obviously there was a huge amount of opportunity. Then the internet, as it started to show its, signs of futuristic implications in the 90s, same thing, tremendous amount of hype, major obstacles, both technologically and getting people to adopt it in the beginning, and obviously amazing opportunities. So when we treat AI as this magic wand that can solve all complex human problems with a single click, we set ourselves up for great disappointment. And what we're trying to do at EVU is find segments of life that can be solutionized with AI and with technology. Uh, and sometimes we have to look past the hype and the obstacles to get ourselves into a mindset of like, well, what does this tool actually do for me in this segment of life? What does it do for me in this segment of life? And we're trying to take we're trying to know that we have to filter out, the noise of hype, and we also have to understand that there's going to be friction, and that friction is not just technological challenges and glitches, but the real friction that comes in terms of skill gaps, people learning, what it is that needs to be learned to be able to get up to speed in this fast-moving world of AI technology, and ethical concerns and the fear of losing the human touch. So if we only view AI as an obstacle, we fall into the trap of technological skepticism, and I know people like this. They're so paralyzed by the risks they can't move forward. Well, that's not us. So, but we can't ignore these obstacles. We have to build on a foundation of strength and concrete, not on quicksand. So we have to acknowledge the friction without letting it stop our progress. So now the opportunity. So AI is not replacing us. I know people are very freaked out. So a lot of people, I mean, not here in this group, but I know people that are so freaked out that AI is going to replace us, but it's not going to replace us. It's going to augment us. It's going to enhance us. And, whether it's offloading the drudge work of basic tasks, data entry, scheduling, doing analysis, um, so we can, you know, reclaim our time and give a better, use of quality time, which is always was the promise of computers, it was the promise of cell phones, it was the promise of internet in general. Now it's the promise of AI. I don't think we'll ever find the time to really have more quality time for, just, the basic fundamentals of life. We'll always find something else to keep us busy or keep us distracted. But we 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 as developers and designers, creators, we have to be f aiming for this idea that we're creating an opportunity that will give us more quality time, that will give us more, time for reflection and creative empathy and strategizing, etc. And what we're trying to do um, is trying to take these, I don't want to call them impossible problems, but we're taking if you look at the various different products and initiatives that we are launching at EVU, we're basically trying to take something that's a simple problem, but using complex scientific research and hyper-personalized services to attack those problems and turn them into an enormous opportunity. That is the essence of what EVO is seeking to do. So, is it AI hype? Yeah. Is it an obstacle? Yeah. Is it an opportunity? Yeah. The answer is all three. It's all these things. It's a hyped up technology that for sure presents significant obstacles, but once you've navigated those obstacles, it unlocks unprecedented opportunity. And the magic is not in the code or the better prompts, it's in the person who knows how to use it. There's somebody on this call that really proved that to me. His name is Kalman. You'll be hearing from him. And because it's all about the person who knows how to use it, the question isn't whether or not AI will change the world because it already has. The question is, will we have the ability to distinguish between the noise and the signal? And the noise around a problem and the signal of, hey, this is how you fix it. And we're not going to be stopped by the obstacles, although there are many. They're difficult. A startup is not an easy environment to be in, but we're going to overcome those obstacles so we can seize the opportunity. And with that, I want to thank you all for being here, and I turn it over to you, Malik.
He shared his perspective, and he's the face of this showcase. Let's move towards Carmen Greenfield. Greenfield, the Chief Technological Officer. He will be having a Q&A session with us. Are you with us, Carmen?
Right on. I'm here. Good afternoon, everyone.
All right, Carmen. So before we begin with the Q&A session, do you have something specific for today's event?
No, just go right ahead.
All right. So, what the event is about, what this showcase is about. So, Kalman, I've seen the OpenClaw videos, and frankly, they terrify me. It's look like a liability nightmare. Why are you and the developers celebrating?
Okay, I think it got cut off right there, but you were asking about open claw, and it seems to you like a terrifying technology, and it does, of course, it does. To me, open claw is like, say, a Ferrari without a steering wheel, Right now, it's a bunch of different bots doing a bunch of different things, but maybe we can back up a second. I'll explain what it is for those who don't know. Recently, there's a new project out there, I'll call it, that uses AI bots that each person can build his own bot and communicate and do actions for hours on end. And each instance of that bot starts a new instance with Claude, which allows it to go on and on for days, doing its own autonomous actions in the internet, on your computer, on your devices, calling people, emailing people, creating programs, doing research, paying with your credit card, anything you really want through a bot. When anything you want can happen through a bot, then obviously amazing things happen, and also scary things happen.
All right. So, we know everyone is talking about the chaos of OpenClaw. So, when you look at the viral trend, do you see a warning or a necessary step forward?
I actually don't see it as a warning sign so much. I think that we were anticipating this type of apps being out there. And actually, in EVU, we've been creating more responsible versions of this type of actions that you could do through your phone or through any one of your communication devices to fully autonomously run your business or run anything you want. The way OpenClaw has done it is very, very interesting and community based. I've personally written some code for the Windows app that's going to come out, that's going to be introduced soon as well. It's going to be very interesting, but I think we should all treat it as what it is a beautiful research platform and a playground for us to try what the future of AI can look like. I don't think that OpenClaw is going to be the winner. Probably Google or OpenAI or someone's going to go ahead and take that same infrastructure that the developers have opened on this open source platform and turn that into a monetized environment that is much more stable and secure.
All right, Kalman. So, you believe that raw AI is too buggy, and you talk about scaffolding to fix these bugs. To me, it just sounds like writing a standard code. If you have to restrict the AI so much and to make it safe, aren't you defeating the purpose?
I am. That's my goal.
All
My
right.
goal is to defeat the purpose of AI in its core. What we want to look at is why do we need AI? Do we need AI to make the decision of, do I turn on my computer in the morning when I get to work, or do I not turn on my computer when I get to work? I don't want AI to have to decide that, because that's compute power that's going in nowhere. If we get to a point where compute becomes zero, when compute costs become zero, it's possible that we may also want to offboard those types of tasks to an automated agent if it stops hallucinating, right? If there are no more hallucinations, eventually you may want to offload one of those to an agent. But what we're thinking of is how much of the infrastructure that people are just randomly saying, okay, AI, let's throw everything in it. How much of that do we actually need AI to compute, and how much of that can we set ahead of time in regular traditional code that is organized and follows instructions that human beings are happy with?
All right. Let's have a go around some market. The big tech versus the little guy. So I usually bet on the giants like Google, Microsoft. They have the data, they have cash. So what do you think a venture studio like an EVU can survive when the giants decide to enter your market?
That's a very good question, and I think it should be worrying everyone when AI reaches closer and closer to singularity. What is going to be left in the market for any one of us to do? And I don't think that's only software. That's obviously lawyers and translators and salespeople and service and engineers, doctors. Any one of these fields should be asking themselves, is singularity going to affect my job, and how is it going to affect my career or my life and my surroundings? Obviously, in EVU, we are planning for this. Our intention is to be the stability that allows singularity to happen. a lot of times people think of AGI as this goal that we're trying to achieve, and that line is clear. But if you would have asked someone what AGI is back in World War II, they would have told you that anything that can fool a human, that it's not a human. Anything that can fool a human, that I'm not a computer, I'm a human, would be considered AGI, right? And or
Right.
AI. And but now we push that off, and now we're asking, can AI do better than a full company of people? And then we'll consider it AGI. Can AI do the job of a full running a full country? And then we'll consider it an AGI, right? So that line is getting pushed further and further as we go along. And I think that the way that line gets pushed further is by traditional code and traditional technology, traditional programs being able to lead it through a railway that leads it to what we would consider AGI, versus what we metaphorically think of, this like smart giant computer that can do anything. That smart giant computer that can do anything is dependent on these infrastructures that allow it to go through predetermined paths within a railway that it can choose to be, so it doesn't hallucinate, doesn't crash further down the road, and can always come back to the track if it does. And I think that that's what at EVU we're trying to do. We're trying to build the infrastructure that would allow us to utilize AI at all stages within an infrastructure that is safe, secure, and stable for our users, especially bringing them technologies that maybe even in the past were available, but now are available to everyone. And that's what we're trying to
Perfect.
do mostly.
Perfect. We really got the point, and I think it's really meaningful. What the insights by you, they were really meaningful. So let's talk about a bit the physical world, the construction, the industry part. So like you're moving into construction in the Najaf, hardware is held robot. So
Right. We
like where
are.
it's safe.
Mhm. So yeah, we have been working on some like real world projects, which are real next gen. Probably most of EVU members have not even heard about this. We've been working behind the scenes with a group that is trying to build the first autonomous city called Kasif, and they intend to build it all with robots. And they're building their plans based on technology that's not going to exist for another 2 or 3 years, at least. What can I tell you guys about it without ruining the surprise? All right. One of the more interesting things that I think a lot of people are interested in seeing is robots doing real world work. Once in about 2 years time, we're going to see robots walking around factories doing regular work in environments that are predetermined.
I think we already
Humanoid
have,
robots.
seen these things in various countries like Japan and China, where multiple industries and factories have been operated by robot totally.
Correct, right. You can see them all being built by robots. What we're talking about now is the ability to build something like a city, not in a predetermined Lego-like structure, but in a free environment. So digging out tunnels and moving blocks and having real humanoid robots like the Tesla robots, walking around and picking up stone and doing splatters on the wall and painting and digging and moving gravel around, and I don't know what else they do in the construction sites, and actually doing those activities and replacing many of the human beings on the job sites. I think that we're very close to that, and it may be closer than people can imagine. I think that by the end of this year, you're going to see already humanoid robots in some places, not on a major scale, but you can probably buy one for $15,000-$20,000 by the end of 2026.
Perfect. Let's just move forward. And the next question is quite relatable. if you were a developer and if you were a developer years before this, was there a specific moment, like a light bulb moment, where you realized the traditional coding or the conventional coding practices are dead?
Yeah, the first day I wrote code. I remember sitting in high school, writing code in a notebook because we had computer access maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, and but we can write in, we wrote code in notebooks, and I'm a little bit older than I look,
All
and
right.
we were we were writing code, and I remember that moment when I said to the teacher, "Well, we're just going to collect all these code things and eventually just like say that one, right?"
All right.
And And I think that was the moment when I realized that AI is going to be a thing one day. The
Got it.
fact that
Got it.
and creating these clumps eventually should bring us to a place where we could just say, okay, so make me the thing in any language and it will do it because everything was already created, predetermined, pre-created, already there, ready to go. So what I'm doing now in EVU is not something that I dreamt today. It's something that I dreamt as a 15-year-old kid running around in the trying to get a few more minutes in the laboratory to run my programs.
All right, Kalman. We appreciate the meaningful insights. Do you have some closing thoughts before we move to the next person? Because we have to stick with the agenda of the today's event, and we have to stick with the time.
Of course, yeah, sure. Um, I think the best tip I have for you guys is always keep looking for the next thing that you can achieve with AI. And I don't want to hear I don't tell myself ever AI can't do this. I try to find what are the new changes that AI can do and utilize those new changes and see what is the max I can achieve with it. Not trusting benchmarks, not trusting the charts, but really trying tools out, spending some time every week learning about them and seeing how they can affect you in your environment will really get you guys ready for the next generation of technology.
Perfect. Thank you, Kalman. Thank you very much for your valuable insights. And I think we have to move forward, and let's move forward with Sal Austin, who is the IP lead. He's here on his spot. The mic is yours, Sal. Please go ahead. Are you with us?
Yes, sir. I am certainly with you guys, and thank you very much for your time today. As mentioned, I'm Sal Austin, the Wi-Fi guy with DGX and EVU as well. And
Right
once again,
on.
it's my honor to be here today. All right. First, before I even begin my presentation, I have to mention some very important things that come from the boss. All right. First and foremost, we are cooking up some mysterious next generation AI that I can't really speak about, but it is in the works, and we will all see it. All right, that's coming from a proprietary standpoint. So we have some great things in the works. So I have a presentation. If I could share, if you guys can give me the ability to share my screen, please.
Sure. You may have the opportunity to share the screen.
Hey, there we go. Yes, sir. Share. All right. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes, we are with you.
All right. Once again, thank you guys for your time today. It is an honor. As of right now, the US ranks number 24th in the world in AI usage, which is a big problem that we need to change ASAP. As of right now, we have countries like the UAE, Nigeria, India, and China that are leading us, which is a problem. This is a national emergency problem. We need more Americans to begin to use AI. As right now, we're competing with China over who's going to lead the world in AI standards, and the winner of that race will lead the world. So, as I mentioned, we need to win this race. It is a national emergency issue. All right. More Americans need to embrace AI. For some reason, Americans have a fit. Well, I apologize. Not for some reason. Due to Hollywood and due to the movies, um, Americans have a fear of AI due to the Terminator, due to iRobot, pretty much. I was on a call recently with a guy that told me he thought AI was going to kill him, basically, right? So We need to eliminate those foolish fears around AI and get more Americans to understand the benefits to using AI and then embrace AI. AI is the workforce divider. All right. As of right now, it's becoming those who know AI, those who are familiar with AI, and those who aren't. All right. AI will not take your job. The person that's working with AI better than you will take your job. The small business that's working with AI better than me will take my client from me. All right. So each person out there needs to embrace AI and understand the benefits for AI and understand how you're able to use it to your benefit to offer value to clients. Right? Vibe coding. This is what I want to emphasize to America, especially in the inner cities of America, where I come from. Um, Many people aren't aware of what's known as vibe coding. Okay. Some people think that AI is so technical and it's this and it's that, and it's not for them. All of these tech nerd guys want to be cool. They want to embrace hip hop. All right. So vibe coding, they even make it easier for us people from the inner city to embrace AI and technology. What is vibe coding? Vibe coding is you simply giving a prompt to AI, and AI will build you an app or a video game based upon that prompt. Okay. There's no need nowadays to learn how to code. You can simply provide a prompt to AI, and AI will build you an app or a video game that you're able to sell online and make money, become monetized. That's the idea, is become monetized. Create a video game on app, sell it online, become monetized. Okay, you're able to become your own entrepreneur in this age of AI. And I want more young black men to become entrepreneurs and use AI. All right. How does this change everything? This changed everything in numerous reasons. There's something known as open source AI. Many aren't aware of open source AI, but as of right now in China, what's happening is young people are using open source AI to automate entire industries. Okay. And we need young black men in America to also understand AI so they're able to automate entire industries. Using open source AI, you're able to notice a pain point inside the industry and then design the open source AI, customize it to fix a solution or create a solution to fix that pain point inside that industry. Meaning, you're able to automate an industry in America and build a $1 billion AI company. Okay. And I would love for the next $1 billion AI company to come from Newark, New Jersey, to come from Camden, New Jersey, to come from Trenton, New Jersey, to come from Paterson, New Jersey, to come from Jersey City, to come from New York, Harlem, Brooklyn, Brownsville, Brooklyn, to come from Compton, Oakland, the Oaktown, the Bay Area. So I want more Americans to embrace AI once they understand all the benefits of using AI and the value around using AI, they will accept it and also can grow into it. So I'm looking to partner and network with any government agencies out there, any nonprofits out there that have a need to put AI in the hands of the people or would like to partner to put AI in the hands of the people. Right? I'm not just someone that talks about AI, talk the talk. I walk the walk as well. I use AI every day. In fact, I use AI to create Black history videos. So I love history with a passion. Anyone who knows me know and understand that my passion in life is history. Whenever I have free time, I'm always doing research into history. I'm always listening to lectures and pretty much professors and all this and that. So I use AI to create Black history videos to tell hidden stories from Black history that aren't told and haven't been told and haven't been taught. And as right now, I have a movement growing online. I have a movement on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. Last week, when this was created, this presentation, I had 11 6.5 thousand followers. Now I'm at 12,000. And I have 4,000 on YouTube and 3,000 on Facebook. So I'm monetized right now. And I want more Americans to also embrace AI so they also could become monetized. So, in terms of becoming a content creator, the steps are build a community and then monetize that community. Those are the steps. So, every content creator that you see online that's making money built their platform and their following based upon those steps. And that's what I have done as well. And I'm in the process of stepping it up the next level. And I want others to take after me and embrace AI, become monetized. Thank you very much. Any questions, please?
Sal, do you have the ability to um, frame what you're trying to do in the United States that could be applicable to any country? You know, the things that you're saying about America and New Jersey could relate just as well to a South American country or a India or something like that. Do you or is yours whole idea only specific to America?
Great question. As right now, I'm pro-American, and it's only for America right now because, as mentioned earlier, we are in a dire race with China, and if we lose that race, we could lose our freedoms. So, as of right now, my sole focus is on America winning this AI race by putting AI in the hands of the people. So, I'm looking to partner with government agencies and nonprofits for them to purchase devices from me to give away free of charge to their clients so that Americans begin to use AI, understand it won't kill you. It's only there to help you.
So that's a great, honest question, answer to my question. And is your target only African Americans, or is it going to be all of America?
Great question, brother. My target is all of America, but my preference obviously is the Black community because we are at the bottom of the scale, pretty much in society, as we all know, and we need to embrace AI and we need to change the demographics of our community. And I believe that self-help and also charity begins at home first.
All right, Kalman, do you have the question for us?
Yes. Thank you, Sal. That was incredible. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you guys very much for
Really
everything. I
appreciate it.
appreciate you guys.
Right on. I was wondering about about your projects. If there was one thing we at EVU could do to advance use of AI in inner city, what do you think that could be?
Great question. As of right now, help me to find partners. Help me to find partners who are nonprofits, who are government agencies. As of right now, AI is the white elephant in the room. They all know that they need to do something with it, but most aren't aware of where to begin. I have a solution that will allow us to begin immediately, show metrics, and then scale quickly. And so I'm I'm making phone calls right now. I'm doing guest speaking appearances. I was at North Tech this past week, pretty much with some high school students, and I was doing a nonprofit call today and I have some more meetings planned. So I would love to partner with all of you pretty much to simply get a meeting for me with any directors of nonprofits, any buying agencies with different government agencies, and any deal that goes through, I'm able to give a finder's fee. So we all make money pretty much. We all got bills to pay, certainly. So let's work together to make more money and grow as a team.
Thank you very much, sir. I think you're done with the part, and you really appreciate the meaningful insights. Unfortunately, Zubair, who was the AI lead, is suffering with some health issues. We wish him a very speedy and smooth recovery. Now let's move towards the official launches. I'm sure we all have up until now, we have heard important perspectives and some meaningful discussions from different peers. But today, it is not only about the conversation. Today, it is about action. With great pride, I move us from discussion to delivery with great launch for our two best ventures, Cyberly and Spagram. From Cyberly, we have Camilo with us, who will be presenting the hook, the demo, and the market for the great venture Cyberly itself. So, Camilo, are you with us?
Good afternoon, everyone. Absolutely. I'm here. Seems like my camera got shipped, but it's okay. Thank you very much for having me here. It is an honor for me to be here. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here with you today and to give me the opportunity to present this venture. What a beautiful project, the GX, that you just present, Austin. We have some things in common that I think eventually we should talk. We should talk because yes, we have we're gonna we're gonna talk about that right now. So can you see my screen right now? Can you see I have Cyberly the presentation for Cyberly? Can you see my screen right now? Can you confirm?
Yes, we can see it.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So as I was saying, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to join today. Today I want to share with you an idea that I've been working on for a lot of time. But more than an idea, this is Cyberly. It's not just a company, and I want to be very emphatic about that. This is not just an idea. Oh yeah, this is how we're gonna, in quotations, make money. No. First and foremost, this is something that we have a purpose. In Cyberly, we have a purpose. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Camilo Arenas. I'm a computer scientist and also a data scientist. I have been working in the industry for the last 20 years, and I can tell you many stories, beautiful and not as beautiful. Just as an introduction, I want to tell you just quick two stories before I move forward through the idea. Something that happened to me very recently. First, I was working in Triple Ten is a very famous academy for data scientists, and I have been training a lot of adults, people to change careers. And for me, it has been beautiful to see how people, older people, I mean, older like me, I mean, I'm in the 40s, or people in the 50s, change their careers to find a better opportunity in data scientists and coding. I think it's beautiful. I saw it for years working as a tutor. And that's part of the beautiful story that I can share right now. As not as beautiful story, I can tell you that I had a client for the last 2 years, which I've been coding for them in the weekly basis. Basically, in the weekly basis, I was receiving the check for them. And 2 weeks ago, the client called me and say, "Well, I found cloud and I can do everything with cloud. So I think our contract is gone." And totally understood. At the end of the day, AI is enhancing us, is pushing us to be better. I understand that now I cannot be the coder that do simple things. I have to push towards do better things. In these 20 years, and I'm going to start with the idea now, these 20 years, I lose the jobs many times. And I personally feel like the tech industry should have a responsibility towards the middle class and the people that is in the bottom, because sometimes we, as a coders, data scientists, and actually the people that really do the job, I feel like they use us and they take us out, they wipe us out whenever they want. And I understand that's how the economy works. I cannot pretend that they can treat us like this is a charity foundation, but I feel like in the tech industry, we should have a responsibility towards the middle class and the bottom class to help everyone. And that's the purpose that Cyberly has. We are a company with purpose, and I understand that the problems of the economy, the problems of the middle class and the bottom class are so big, and I'm not pretending to fix them all, but this is just the beginning. And right now I'm going to share with you a laser focus idea that we have to enhance the middle class community and in general to everyone And obviously, in the long term, we have a very broad vision that it is going to bring everyone towards AI and enhance them to have a better income for them and their families as well. So with that being said, let me tell you right now, right away, laser focus straight away, what is Cyberly, at least right now. The first beta version is basically this. We are a platform that empowers professionals to sell their time and expertise online from anywhere. Basically, streaming expertise and monetization globally. You can check it for yourself, cyberly.com. We are currently in beta. I'm gonna share in a second the page and show you how it works. So right now it's in beta. You can right now look some professionals that are there. We don't have right now many. However, we are in the process of getting many professionals. Many people are already interested in the platform, and we are going to ensure that by the time that we move to production, all of them are there, monetizing, and everything is going to be perfect when the moment that we release. As I said, we are currently in beta. We're making the last adjustment and last development to move forward with the deployment of production. Just like a curious note, Cyberly means something that is not comparable, and that is exactly what I know. Right now, we are just starting, but I know, and I have the faith. We have the faith that in the future we're gonna create something that is not comparable that was happening in the tech industry. Because, like I said before, the tech industry, if you notice, the companies get big and the salaries got down for the people that do the job. Just like a curious note, I don't know if you knew, Google is one of the biggest companies in the world, but many of the workers live in trailers outside of Google because the homes are so expensive in the Silicon Valley that that's the only possibility. Is that really what the tech industry should be? No, I think that in the same way that the companies are going big, the tech industry, the techies are us, the developers. Everyone should also have the opportunity to move forward in life, not to live living in trailers while Google, the stock market goes up. So something just for the note. So that being said, this is the bigger idea. Now, what is the problem? Why we are coming out with this? Besides all the things that I mentioned about the middle class in the tech industry, long story short, right now, for professionals, it's very difficult to monetize their time online. Let me give you my example. I'm a data scientist. I'm a software engineer. If you're gonna, let's suppose someone tell you a good reference about me, what are you gonna do to hire me? You have to call me, probably schedule a call with me. Let's say after a few calls, then I'm gonna send you my phone number. With my phone number, you can sell me some money, and then we can start probably having a good relationship, a business relationship. And that's a lot of friction, a lot of back and forward, a lot of scheduling, a lot of calls, and a lot of everything. So basically the tools that we are using right now in the market are very fragmented. Currently, good for scheduling. Zoom, awesome to have calls. Stripe to have payments. But are all of them working together? No. You cannot do the three things in one. And that's exactly what Cyberly is doing now. So this is like the problem telling you from someone like me. But now let me give you another example from real life. Let's suppose I need a lawyer. As you probably already noticed, I have an accent. I live in the United States. I'm an immigrant. The other day, I went, obviously, I'm an American citizen, but before I was an American citizen, I have to go through the immigration process. And one day, I had a disagreement with my immigration attorney. So I thought that it was a good idea to find a second opinion. And to get the second opinion took me literally like 2 weeks. Why? Because I have to call different attorney agencies and then trying to get a call with them, then schedule a call, and then I have to pay in advance. We're talking about like $300 an hour, et cetera, et cetera. So there was a lot of back and forth. Yes, at the end of the day, I answered my question and everything was okay, but too much friction, too much, I have to get involved in too much of my time. And that's exactly what Cyberly want to remove, that friction. We want a platform that you can get the advice that you need quick, like this. You just look for the professional that you need and you schedule the call, answer your phone call. And right now, as I was mentioning, we are very laser focused in live calls, like someone that, let's suppose, someone got arrested or someone needs a very quick phone call with a lawyer right now to figure out what to do in certain situation, they're going to find it like that. a live lawyer that is there. Obviously, the person is going to pay on, and actually, let's move to the solution, which is Cyberly, which is basically when someone needs a phone call or needs an advice, basically, it's going to book and pay easily. And then obviously connect instantly with the professional that they want, the expert, lawyer, whatever we are talking. This is, I'm talking about lawyer, but this is also applied for someone when someone has a problem in their home. And for example, if I have a problem with my dishwasher, my AC, and I want a quick phone call with someone that help me to at least diagnose the problem, to say, hey, maybe, because let's think about it. What happened if, for example, your AC broke, or anybody's AC broke, or the dishwasher or something? You have to call someone, and it's going to be like 200, 300 the visit, plus anything else. Sometimes it happens to me that the guy come, press two buttons. It was like that. And that's it. How much it is? 300. Oh, you're going to charge me 300 per press two buttons? Yeah, of course. The time of the person has a value. But if I could have that call with him by video, obviously, probably he didn't like. But if I'm willing to pay him $30, maybe $50 for having a phone call with me in the video, for him, he doesn't have to move away from his office or his home, and I can get my problem resolved. And he got $50 quick, right? So at the end, it's a win-win. So for the seekers, it's going to be, for someone that is looking for any kind of help, it's going to be very simple. It's going to be an instant booking, secure payments. You're going to search for your expertise, and you're going to filter them by many, many options we're going to have in this case. I just described you here, like, for example, the availability, the rating, but obviously we're going to have things like the profession, the language, because if you speak Spanish, speak English, speak Hebrew, speak whatever. So anything. And this is from the seeker's perspective. Now, for the expert's perspective, that's when they're going to basically put their information there, and they don't need to deal with, hey, are you available today? Are you available tomorrow? Nothing. This is going to be connected directly to their calendar. So the platform is going to know when I'm going to schedule a call with an expert. Cyberly is going to know right away the person is not available at 2 p.m. So we're not going to waste time. We're only going to show the availability that the person has. And basically with this, we already developed a WebRTC communication system, which I'm going to show you in a second how it works and everything. But so what is coming? What is the roadmap? Currently, we are, like I mentioned before, and let me just get out of here very quick. Right here, this is Cyberly. This is the beta.
Hey Camilo, we are kind of short on time, so we need to wrap this up real quick.
Absolutely. So let me just, I'm sorry for taking too much of the time. We are developing the mobile app. We're going to be heavily involving AI, heavily to the point that, as the last presentation, we want to make AI enhance everyone's life. To move forward, like, and so you don't take more, just 1 second more, 1 minute more. This is an 800 billion opportunity. I can share with you more details in private about our sources. This is a big opportunity that is happening right now. Many people is losing their jobs right now for many things that are happening in the economy. So this is the perfect moment for Cyberly. We want to create a platform that allows the middle class and the bottom class to find what they need, not only for seekers, but also for everyone that has an expertise. Like I was mentioned before, Cyberly is like the combination of Zoom, Calendly, and Stripe, because we have what they don't have. We complement all of them. I already explained a little bit about this. Our business model is we want to get like a 50-30% commission, but obviously we also want to get like a prop subscription for the expert. And before any QA, if there's time for the QA, what I want to, just to my last minute, I'm going to say this. Like I mentioned before, I feel like the tech industry has a responsibility toward the middle class and the bottom and the low class or bottom class of the society. And as part of that responsibility, we not only create Cyberly, which obviously we may think, oh, well, but you're making money just with the platform and this. No, we also, as a second phase, our responsibilities. I'm, as a data scientist and as an ex-data science tutor, I'm creating a data science program to teach, and a coding program to teach everyone that want to learn how to code, how to use the data, how to be data scientists, and also how to create web and how to use AI to the full extent. And as a part of responsibility, it's not going to be a course that, I'm going to sell. Obviously, we want to sell it with a very low price, but as part of social responsibility, we're going to give the course for free for everyone that has certain conditions. For example, someone that has any disability condition is going to get the course for free. Also, anyone that we can in certain way prove that we can prove that are in the bottom of the like the DGX project that was describing, that we need to enhance the people that is in the bottom of the classes. So that's where all the people will get the course for free, and that's part of the responsibility that we want to take. And with that being said, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Not sure if there's time for questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Camilo. Mark has a question for you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Go ahead.
Thanks for the great presentation and congratulations on being at the point of launch. Um, how explain the actual transaction? So I call somebody up. I have a problem with my AC. I get on the phone. The payment is made through the Cyberly platform. How do you know that Cyberly is going to get paid?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for your question. So basically, let's say Kalman, which is present in the call, let's say he's an expert in the AC right now. And because we right now, everything is done through the Stripe or escrow account that Cyberly has, we have total control over the money. So everything goes to the Cyberly account. And then only then, when the expert decide to, hey, I want my money now, then we will deposit. And that all those deposits are happening before the call. So for example, let's say I want to call tomorrow morning with Kalman very quick, and then I can move forward with the payment. Currently, right now, let's say, okay, 250 for tomorrow at 9 a.m. Right now, this is just test cards. So when this transaction happen, these $250 go to the Cyberly account. Now, many things can happen. Maybe Kalman didn't appear and I'm going to ask for a refund. Perfect. That's when Cyberly are in the middle, say, okay, Kalman didn't went to the call. I'm going to give you a refund. But let's suppose the call happened. So now, obviously, before Kalman went and sign up, we made an agreement, say, hey, for every call that you make or for every minute, we're going to get this amount from you. So then in his dashboard, he's going to see how much he spoke or how much money he has, and he can ask for that money to them with the moment that they want. And that's obviously there's going to be a commission too per transaction, which also we want to also make some sense for all these little movements too as well. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, thanks a lot.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. And is there any other question? Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity today. And since I know this is a recording, doesn't matter what moment in time of the universe you see me right now, God bless you. And thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to be here today. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Malik, you're there? So I guess, Malik, I don't know if you're on mute or if you have some connection problems.
Yeah, I think it was on mute. I'm sorry. Pardon me for it. Next is the official launch for Spagram. It's the venture I'm really excited about. It's my venture when I joined EVU. So I joined it for the Spagram. Rayhan, who is the main lead for the Spagram venture, he's with us today, who will be presenting the hook, demo, and the impact of this very unique and a different great venture, Spagram. So Rayhan, are you with us?
Yes, how are you doing today?
Perfect. How are you?
Hey,
Awesome. Okay, how are you doing today? My name is Rayhan Jones, full stack developer on the Spagram project. Really excited about giving this launch. I know it's been a while, but definitely worth the wait. Let me share my screen with you. Um, Okay, have a nice presentation for you. Okay, so first off, I would like to, answer a few questions, get, the project more understood about, exactly what we're delivering. Then I'll show you the demo. So Spagram is it's built to deliver trust, safety, and confidence when connecting clients with therapists offering services. It could be spa, it could be trying to open up the industry, I guess, to what health wellness services we can offer with this app. But our primary goal was, spa services, connecting clients with therapists in their area. Connecting with people conveniently is something, we really saw was a problem. It's really hard to do. You can't really, hey, I need an appointment within 5 or 10 minutes and have somebody, right there down the street. Hey, come over, we got everything together. So this project really hopes to answer that problem in the economy. Not really just building an app, but an infrastructure for wellness services that connect people to the services they need promptly. That's something I'm really big on there. Really impatient for those things. Okay. And as we all know, the wellness industry is massive. It operates outdated, in our opinion. You don't know who you can trust. Your booking happens through texts, DMs, phone calls, not really anything you can track or, keep documentation on. So that's something we also wanted to solve here. Your pricing, your availability may be unclear in the services they have now, the platforms, not a consistent standard, professionalism or safety. That's where our Spagram answers the question of, background checking their therapist, making sure that clients are connecting with safe individuals. You don't want to be going over to somebody's house and kind of shady, sketchy. This clears all of that up. It manages schedules manually, shows the time slots and everything. Payments are another hassle I know we face in this industry. Let me get this out. Yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, we have the secure payments, automated scheduling, flexible sessions that really work for people's schedules, not the 9 and 5 that the brick and mortar facility will actually offer. And our solution to that is discovery, booking, scheduling, payments, and verification all in one place. Clients can easily book instantly with confidence. It's fully automated, predictable, real business insight that I created on the back end to show, the demographics, who we all serve, pretty much everything in that aspect. And in the target market, I would say this setup is meant to go anywhere in the world, anywhere in America, anywhere you want to go. You can has a GPS function where you can just GPS yourself, see who's all around you. So it really helpful in that sense.
So are you saying that the therapists don't have to sign up to Spagram in advance? You'll just use various different search mechanisms to find your therapist? And
No, sir. They show up. They have to register beforehand. Let me
they
show you
do.
what I.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you get paid based on a
Uh,
portion of therapy
yes, sir.
session?
By transaction, 10 to 15% of the transaction will go first and foremost to the application itself. Yeah, so that's would be our main source of revenue to begin with. Uh, Transactions, getting money from the transactions.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. And as I like to show here, like what exactly. As you asked, therapists will have to sign up prior. They have to be verified. They have to go through a background check information. I'll share all of that with you. But this is what a client will see when officially, logging in, seeing what they have to offer. Uh, this doesn't have, let me go back. Better. reading of that. Okay. This is a better view. It shows you, who's available, what their charges are, their location, ethnicity, everything is, there's no confusion with connecting clients and therapists with this app. You see exactly what you get. You have a picture of your person. They have to go through our background check to get the verification. Let me show you what that.
Hey, Rayshon, if you're trying to give us the demo, we cannot see the main screen for the app, like the web app.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that. Okay. Yeah, this is our landing page. So as soon as people log in, this is essentially what they will see. Then clients don't have to register before they can see anything, but therapists would, of course. So you just, go in, you can see exactly what services you want, who you want to provide it for you, easy scheduling, in call, out call to make it more convenient, work around people's schedules and preferences. You may not want to go to, a spa outside of your house or, everything's, right in front of you, right in your house, so that, uh, let's see. Show you something else. Sorry, I'm out in my car. I'm having some issues with that. Didn't fucking redirected. Oh, okay, that's not a problem at all. Yeah, and this is where new therapists and clients would log in. Pretty simple login, creating your profile, choose a picture and everything. So it's really geared around convenience and efficiency. Get these things done as fast as possible. Uh, get people connected as soon as possible. That's something that really frustrates me in services, having to wait extended period for things that seem that can be done fast. So we really want to sell that to the customer. We have your convenience and your best interest in mind here. Everything is laid out. Front to front.
Rachel, are you onboard the therapist?
No, no, not yet. We're still getting the word out, trying to get a therapist to, log on. I live in Texas, so I know this was originally geared for like a Eastern Coast or for the East Coast. So I'm trying to make it, more US based, but no, we don't have any therapists as of yet. But we do have the marketing going on, trying to get the word out there to the therapists in our area.
What steps are you taking right now to onboard new therapists?
Could you repeat that, please?
Right now, what steps are you taking marketing wise to onboard new therapists?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're doing social media, a lot of social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. We have accounts linked with Spagram Wellness. that that we really try to push that initiative to get it out there. We repost a lot of things, let customers know about updates or everything associated with our project.
I would suggest hanging out with some in some therapist watering holes, like so it actually. Um, I know there's a ZocDoc and there's a couple other places like that where you can get like whole lists of all the therapists in specific areas, and then you can go target email them, or you can just go target them directly. I feel like that might be a really good step for us.
Hmm. That's definitely true, yeah. And that's something I've added to like the map view. You can go into where you are, see who's around you, so you can get the services you need.
Tell you one thing, they definitely don't look like therapists.
What's that?
No, I said they definitely look like they don't look like the therapist I'd be thinking of.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a versatile market. I wanted to kind of be inclusive, include everybody on that one. I know there's a lot of different
Great,
professionals out there.
great pitch. Thank you.
Hmm. Does anybody have any questions? Anything I can answer?
All right, Rachel, I think nobody have a question for you.
Okay.
Once again, thank you very much for a great presentation. Mark Glixman, the president himself, is here with us. Uh, can you hear us, Mark?
I can hear you guys clearly. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can see you and
Can
we
hear
can hear
you.
you as well.
We hear you.
I don't want to be too disrespectful. I happen to be 12,000 feet in the air right now. It's just a pretty empty plane. Um, I was supposed to be in America 4 hours ago. Unfortunately, my plane was delayed, so I'm stuck in the air at the moment. But if you guys can hear me and this is working, I guess I'll speak now.
We hear you.
Um, One of the conversations that I keep having over and over again with marketers, with people that are just in the industry, um, is it's interesting. I know I'm not going to get the feedback that I want from this specific group of people because you guys are all hyper intelligent and very AI forward. But something that I keep getting in from clients as well, a lot of pushback is I don't want AI. AI is not real. AI can't do what a human can do. AI is not capable. And I'm here to tell you all that that's not true. I've been using recently. I mean, I had the honor of working with Kalman. Kalman, are you here by the way? I see his logo, but I don't see him. I had the honor of working with Kalman recently on a couple massive projects with Cloud, and it changed my entire perspective. But after that, I did a deep dive into solar and then Gen 2, and then VO. And from there, I went to GPT Pro and connected that to solar to see what can happen when you have cross pollination of what do they call it, assistants. Um, and what I learned really rapidly was that, and this is probably more of like a 6 month path over here, but I learned that things as simple as social media content or main ads or branding or logo design or software design or web development can be done at a trajectory that we've never imagined possible before. And then there's a couple of things that we can do with that. So like the first thing is as a company, what does a company do when you find out that things that used to take 300 hours now take 3 minutes or 3 hours? Well, do we change our prices? Do we rewrite the roadmap? And the answer is no. So what I've recently learned is that there's still, you guys might think I'm an idiot for saying this, so please, warning on no sleep for 24 hours. But this is, and I had a speech prepared, but I'm kind of deviating. But what I've learned over the past couple months is that clients have no idea. They all hear AI. Nobody trusts it. Nobody thinks it's capable. Nobody thinks it's quantifiable. I mean, that anything that we build with AI, people still don't believe it is AI. We just finished this off for a special needs school, and we launched a $40,000 platform for them. The entirety of the platform was built with AI. I told the client it was built with AI.
Looks like we lost him.
Yeah, there is a slight problem. Maybe the connection. He lost the connection.
So move on to your to the next part.
Yeah, let's move to the next part, which is about the ecosystem updates. So, a quick updates from different ventures. We have VFXP with us. Super is
Oh, no, I'm sorry, but I'm still here. You guys hear me?
Mark,
Barely.
you are kind of inaudible.
You guys hear me now? You guys hear me?
Mark, we can hear you, but you are not completely audible. We cannot understand what you are saying, but we can see you properly.
It's kind of difficult for him to talk.
How about now? Can you guys hear me better without the video?
Yes, we
Yeah,
can hear you now.
yeah, that's
All right, so
better.
I'm gonna speed run. What I've learned is that clients don't trust AI, what we do. So what we need to do is stop talking about AI, stop talking about the utilization of it. And I tried the last two slides without mentioning AI. We said we're very AI followers. We use it, we utilize it as a side tool, mainly we use developers. We trust our developers, it's all about human conception. And the clients just don't care. So anybody on this team who's not using AI to the max power and is not researching it, is not spending their weekends reading about how to create content, how to develop software, how to write code, and how to let AI take the wheel, is leaving money on the table. Any client who doesn't trust it, or anybody that you speak to who doesn't trust it, I would simplify and say, let them. Don't argue them. Let them think it's you. It's the best thing that you can do. Just because they don't trust it doesn't mean that we don't care. And last but not least, I need everybody to understand that in the next 6 to 8 months, the masses will jump on board. Whether it takes 6 months, 8 months, a year, those clients who don't believe in it and don't trust it will be convinced. They're going to flip. So they're going to flip sides, and at that point, they're going to expect discounts and expect things to be cheaper. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is it's a weird balance between, are we robots or are we people? Well, we're robots at this point, but we have to look like people. So sales are still a thing. Marketing discussions are still a thing. But I truly believe, and this is something that, I mean, I'm a futuristic human. I like to believe in the future. I truly believe that within 6 to 8 months, most of what we're going to be doing is prompting. And we have to be ready for that. And we have to know how to prompt better than anyone else. And we have to know how to control AI better than anyone else. And we have to know how to do our jobs better. Kalman Moshe has been leading the swarm with that. I would love for him to talk a little bit more about Claude to you guys. I had a presentation, a host presentation and content that I've created with GPT Pro and the Sora, and unfortunately, there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to share my screen right now. But what I will do is I will put together a short video when I land, and I'm going to post it to the group so that everybody can watch it and you can see what I'm talking about when it comes to EPC, A+ content, social media content, virality. It doesn't matter. Everything that can be done or could have been done a year ago with a $10,000 or $20,000 budget can be done with a prompt. And I think that's wonderful. I think it's one of the greatest things it's ever given us, like, because we now have adaptability and we have speed like we've never had before. If somebody wants to change their website, we can change it in minutes. If somebody wants to change their app, we can change it in seconds. If somebody wants to change their content, we can prompt it away. And that's the forward thinking.
Hey Mark, am I audible to you?
Of course.
Okay, so it's just that you're barely audible for us, and we really thank you for the efforts you made.
I
We know that.
apologize, Malik. I'm gonna put together a short video and connect to everybody afterwards. I'm sorry that you can't hear me. I apologize. I love you
No,
all.
we really appreciate the effort since you are traveling and you are on plane, and you made efforts for this event and showcase. So we really appreciate, but we have to move forward with the event. Oh, wow, we wish you a very safe flight, and the view is really awesome.
Thank you guys. Take care. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man, as well. Take care. Have a safe journey.
Yeah.
Take care. All right, so the next thing we are going to move forward is we have some little ecosystem updates. Beyond the news launches and beyond the Mark made special efforts for us, we have a quick update from VFXB. Zubair is not well, so Shivam from VFXB is here with us, who is going to give us some real quick updates about the venture. So Shivam, are you with us?
Yes.
All right. Hello, and you have the mic.
Okay. So before going further, Zubair, can you share the website? Or like anyone can share, go to the vfxb.com right now and share that. Okay. So before going further, so I will let you know what is all about the VFXB. So first thing first, that the someone who has no knowledge about the editing the video online and has zero experience on it, like just starting their career into the content creation, so we are there for them. So what you need to do here, like first thing first, that uh, people don't know about that the what type of content going to be viral on the Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, right? Everyone needs a reach, millions of views. So we are there for them. So what you need to do there, go to the on top, Zubair. Yeah, and click on the analyze your video. First of all, you have to sign up. So it will take some time for the sign up things using Google. So once the sign up is ready, so we'll go with the analyzing the part. Like you can upload your video out there, and we have some documentation which tells you that the hey, you can work here and there, like change the speeds, enhance the video, or like something you can change it out. The suggestion we will provide you so that it will work on the internet, that specifically like what's the trend is going on these days, right? So are you able to upload your any video? Yeah, any video you can upload. So we have the deep viral engine here, like we'll do some analysis after uploading. So it gonna take some time. So here we have 85%. Okay. Yeah, any video you can upload it, or like you can upload images also here. So not to be worried about. Meanwhile, it's getting upload and analysis being prepared. So once it is done, so you can see the all the documentation and the insight from your video. And what uh, we have given the 30% retention peak here, and the market said these are the numbers out there, how well gonna be performing your video on the social media side. Also the graph you can see at the very first time it's getting the attention, but the time goes on, it's losing. So we have the insights here. So here is the two easy buttons, like you can edit your video manually, or like one video, like one button is there, so you can apply all the ais what we have provided and guided you. So click on the, yeah, also here, so click on the ai, actually ai edit part. So we have gathered the prompt here, and we are making some edits on the video, and it will be getting some, yeah. So here is your updated video, and you can play it. So so that is all about the updated video what you have. So on the left side you have some ai features, and like text, adding audio, and premium ai tools you have. AI auto captions you have, AI role generator you have, right? And on the right side, you have the AI chatbot. Like you can write any prompt, like generate caption. So it gonna generate the caption right now, like whatever the object is talking about. So it gonna actually create you the caption straight away. So this is all about the AI VFXP, what we have right now, which is live, and we are targeting the person like who is having really less knowledge about the video editing while doing the online things. So that's the key factor what we are providing, like the just write any prompt and it will edit your video accordingly. And also you have your manual stuff here on the right side. Like if you are not okay with the prompt, you can do the manually changes. Like you have the volume ups and downs button, playback speeds, brightness, contrast, all those things you will get like as usual. So that is all about the VFXPA, I would say.
So what I have a question. Um, First of all, thanks for the presentation and appreciate you stepping in. Um, the question I have is whether or not it's worthwhile considering to present this, to brand this, instead of a video editor, which, as we know, there's video editors out there already that are very, uh, very well entrenched in the market. You know how you have with AI, you have summarize this email, summarize, you can get this quick summary. Um, would you consider maybe the possibility of summarizing the video and making this, instead of presenting this as a video editor, um, presenting this as a summarizing tool for video, which would be very unique in the marketplace? And then, by the way, what goes along with the summary tool is all these other features. Oh, wow, I can change the video, I can do this. And what are your thoughts about that?
Yes, sir, I really appreciate it. Also, before making the VFX, we have thought about that. Like every other company having video editing tool, like the big competitor we having Adobe and CapCut, they all having the same things what we have in the VFXB studio here, but they don't have the guidance like the analysis part. Like if you upload any video, like let's say your any video, so we'll be guiding you through that. Here you can actually change the tone, change the theme, change the color, change the voice, anything. So here you can see that what differentiate us from other. So CapCut and Tick Analyzer and VFXP. Tick Analyzer is actually dedicated to working on the analyzing and summarizing the video. They are not into the video editing part, and CapCut is into the video editing part totally. So we we saw that the gap here, like that the no one is actually doing currently in the market, like doing both stuff together. So we are just trying to make sure that the we should provide the both both the features all together, so that whoever upcoming content creators and the guy who wanna actually edit the video online, make their life easier. So that is all about the VFXP, that what we wanted to.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir, really appreciate.
All right. Does anybody else have a question for this great VFXB? All right. No, I suppose. Really thank you, Shivam, for the great presentation. I hope your venture gonna boom across world, giving a tough competition to competitors like CapCut and TikTok editor, maybe the Adobe. So um, my part is done over here. Next, there is Adib. So handing over mic to Adib. Are you with us, Adib?
Hello everyone, I'm Adib Asfar. I will be hosting the Q&A session and very solid presentation from every ventures. I cordially thank you all. So I would like to invite all the keynote speakers and product leaders back so we can conduct the Q&A session now. All right. So the first question is for Cyberly. An audience asked, do I need a big audience to use Cyberly as an expert? Is there anyone from Cyberly with us?
I think Camilo is not with us right now.
So we can come back to
Maybe he got disconnected or something like that.
we can come back to this later then. Okay, so moving on.
Stuart, can you answer that question? Okay, so go ahead, move on.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I have got some questions for Spagram as well. So one of the audience has said, I have come to know about Spagram. What kind of safety features are there to keep the therapist safe?
Uh, hey, hello?
Yeah, Resham, you can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yes, we have a background check in place that we verify therapists through, as well as like the next feature I'm going to be working on is like a board certified that goes through the state that you're in to verify the therapist, that they actually have their certifications and everything that they really need.
Mhm. Okay. And there is another two-parted question, basically. What are the problems Spagram going to solve for the users? And also, what core solutions Spagram is going to offer?
What was that second question?
So the second question was, what core solutions Spagram is going to offer?
Hmm, It seems I couldn't really understand it. I'm sorry.
He really means that what the core solution the
Oh,
Spagram is
core
going to provide.
solutions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. To answer both of those, the problem that we'll be solving is connecting clients and the therapist they need on a clear basis. You don't have to call around town. You don't have to go through a lot of external services to connect with who you need to connect with. So that's the problem we are trying to solve at Spagram. Everything is in our application, connection, reaching out to your provider once the appointment is set. And the core solution to that problem is convenience and promptness. Whenever a person reaches out to schedule an appointment with a therapist, getting them connected as soon as possible, and if not, rerouting them to somebody in the area who can serve them on a faster basis. So really solving inconveniences, driving all the way all over town to try to find who you need. It's really solving that problem on just connecting people on their phones within a matter of minutes.
And okay, so it seems like the last question for Spagram, which is what are the unique advantages we will get from Spagram?
Oh, okay. The unique advantages is, being able to see who's in your area promptly, with our GPS functionality, being able to see what services they offer before you even, set up your appointment, getting to know who you're working with. It really provides a safe interaction. You know that who you're going to is certified. That the background checks came back clear. So it's really connecting people with service providers safely and promptly.
Okay. Moving on. So I got some few questions for VFXP as well. So the
Oh no, no. Just
so so the first question is for VFXP is how is it different from others like the your competitors like CapCut or Adobe Premiere Pro?
Hi Adit. So
Um,
I'll be answering this question. So coming to the question part, how it is different from the other CapCut, Adobe, what we have right now. Uh, like it is for the simplicity what we provide to the customer and the users what gonna be using our tools. So it's straightforward. Like if someone is new, like the 4-year children or like the 80-year man, so he can directly upload their videos, and while doing some prompt engineering or like the vibe coding things, you can edit your video on spot and super easy way. So that what makes us different. Also at the same time we provide the analysis part, like which comes through the guidance. Someone there, like someone should be there to guide you that hey, it's not the good video, you can add these features into your video, and afterwards you can edit it, and you can get millions of views out there on the Instagram, in TikTok, whatever the social media you use it.
okay, thanks for your answer. And there's another one for VFXP I can see. One of the audience has asked, what's the next exciting feature?
So we've been doing the research and development into the video that is actually generated by the AI. So let's say that the right now these days Sora is too much popular to generating the video there, but people usually find out that they have a bad quality of audio, like, and through that we can easily say that that's the generated by the AI things. Also some glitches into the animation and the object. So we are doing some R&D stuff into our VFXB to fix that up, like the generated by the AI video, and we are fixing the generated video. So that's the thing we are gonna do, and I believe that this gonna be unique, something we can actually grab the opportunity for that and take take the market.
Thanks, Siva.
Yeah.
So I'll go back to Cyberly again. Hopefully, someone from Cyberly is back. Do you have anyone from Cyberly?
Go ahead.
Okay. So the first question is, do I need a big audience to use Cyberly as an expert?
So no, you do not need a big audience to use Cyberly as an expert. And what's really unique about this is that it allows any person who has a skill has the skill to connect with other people and find people who want to connect with people who are beginners, maybe, who are building their audience now or getting into the field. So it's a great opportunity for people to also connect with new creators, with old creators, and having that industry that allows people to communicate across spectrums.
Great, great. Thanks. And there's another one. How long does it take to get started as an expert?
Well, that's part of what Cyberly is focused on, is making it as seamless and automated as possible, integrating some of our other incredible EVU creative technologies into Cyberly to make the sign up easily with one click, connecting it automatically to all of your social media accounts, pulling all the information into the account and setting it up for you automatically. And all you got to do is maybe put in a little bit of your insight and click approve, and you're right in.
Thank you. That's all the questions we got from the audience for this meeting, for this event. So I'm gonna give the mic to Malik again.
Thank you very much, Adeep. It just we handled the Q&A session really well, and we really appreciate your efforts for the showcase for the event. It's time to wrap up. Before we wrap up, the founder himself, Mark Knobel, do you have something to say for the event and for the people who are with us at the moment?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for being here and very, very uh, smooth meeting. Great job by our MCs. And there's going to hopefully be continued communication between us. We're working on more, finding a way to have more of a cross-platform communication. So we have the opportunity to, ask these type of questions, throughout the year, not just once every 3 months. And I just want to thank everybody. The future is very bright for us. We have had a lot of wins with having so many products getting as far as they have and now launching, and looking forward to great things. Thanks for everybody's participation.
You're welcome, Mark. Thank you very much.
Until next time. Thank you.
All right, everybody. So we are done with the event. We really appreciate your efforts for taking the time and participating for the official launches, for taking part in listening to the keynote speakers, to the Q&A session. It's been great pleasure for this showcase, and we hope to see you for the next one.
Thanks
Thank you,
so much.
everyone.
Malik, you did a great job, and so did everybody.
Take care. Have a good day.
Take care, everyone. Thank you again.